Stars
yeah,
got
it's iPhone
iPhones
only.
though.
Yeah, it's only
cannot
iPhone
don't
only.
run
For
me.
real?
I
iPhone
said
only.
he's jumping. I said
Y'all
he's
sleeping
jumping
on the
because the
Galaxy too, though,
narrative
man.
he's going with. Like you can't just that's like you feel me. You can't just take that narrative. You can't take.
Well, no, it wasn't a narrative. I was asking a question. I'm just like, you
I
see,
apologize. I
yeah,
apologize.
No, I'm just asking a question. Like, it's kind of weird. Like certain celebrities, they're not hopping on here. I feel like the picture eccentric, women who really, they really don't have that much substance. Again, I don't know them personally, but what they put out on the social, they don't really have that much substance, so they
Not even
can't come on
just.
Well, then
Clubhouse.
let me hold on. My fault. Let me put it down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
play
what
the
made him
devil's
say you was
advocate real
jumping.
quick.
I thought he heard.
So let me say this. So let me say this. You know that women are always constantly going through things in the community and just throughout the United States or in the freaking world at that matters. So what I'm gonna say to just to rebuttal that is that why would somebody if I'm on Instagram as a young lady or a grown woman every day, Instagram, any social media every day, and there are creeps and rapists and all these other fucking people that are coming at me every day, why would I come to the app that could really link me with them same creeps?
Well,
I was
you know
about to
what it
say.
is, too? Oh, go ahead, man.
I
Nah,
was,
that
Definitely
yeah,
has a
I
point.
was just about to say something real
that
quick.
makes sense.
I was just gonna say I know a couple like women celebrities that aren't like on here, and their reasoning for not being on there is just because they're private people, so they just don't want to sit here and talk all day and just spread their business because it gives like the media and shit more stuff to say about them. So they just really just trying to keep private. So
That's true. Y'all
But
see what
there's
happened
other
with
things to
Adam?
talk about other than your
Respect.
Yeah,
business.
because
We
I
all
ain't
in
Word,
here.
know
word,
none of my
word.
We
business
don't
on
know
here.
nothing
this app
about
puts us
the
way
depths
too quick.
of anybody's life. Like
Yeah, you
that's
ain't
not
gotta say
really
your
a
business.
reason.
Word, it's like a relationship. You gotta compromise yourself if you ain't trying to put yourself out there like that. What else you gonna put out if you're looking for something? You feel me? Everybody,
And
I know most people here may have like a business, that they own, or they
facts.
may have a perspective that they wish to allow collaboration with. You feel me? Like, like there's so many different things one person carry. You feel me? You lived over 20 years, yo. That's a lot of things you've accumulated for yourself. And if you're gonna be on this app, you gotta figure out, what it is you wish to represent within yourself and for yourself, to others. So I feel like, yeah, that's a point that. Oh, I'm in Flatbush, so like all the West Indians, I'm
Oh yeah,
Haitian
you know
myself,
how I get that.
I'm on Church and Nostrand. This is the capital of Brooklyn. You
Oh
feel me?
Nah,
man.
Hey,
So
Brooklyn in the
it
building.
sounds
Oh
like
Brooklyn,
Lord,
you at
Brooklyn.
the
Church.
mall.
Flatbush all
Flatbush.
day. Flatbush all day.
I'm from
Go ahead.
Yes,
I'm from the
I
floor, so
Flatbush,
I'm from
Flatbush.
Canarsie,
You
but
ain't no
Wait,
Brooklyn.
okay. I only asked because Chris, it sounds like you at the mall or something,
Nah,
Word.
that's just how Flatbush
Sound like
starts.
you on the
Always
Atlantic.
loud.
right?
That's
It sounds
Flatbush
like
it's
you
just
or
everywhere.
on
KP or
Saturdays.
something.
you
You
feel
doing
me? But
and the
yeah,
only
nah, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and mute myself. Let me hear y'all.
and the only reason why I said that, I just wanted to preference my comments, lady, wasn't to disrespect y'all. I was trying to big up the women who are on Clubhouse because all of y'all have great conversation. I've never met these many women in my life who can hold a conversation like y'all do. Like I meet a lot of airheads, so that's why I was like, the women I've met on here, you guys have been amazing.
Where you
Yeah, I hope
live?
that could change
If you
Word.
don't mind
perspective.
me
That
asking.
been changing my perspective too. I'm not gonna lie. Been through the same shit. I know what
Wait,
you're talking about.
successful. Where you live? Like where you from? What state?
I'm originally from California. I was raised in Sacramento, and I lived in San Diego
Everybody
for a
airheaded
while.
out there.
I bounced. Facts. I bounce around a lot, so I've been living in 11 different cities right now. I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of the Black Wall Street, where they killed
Yeah,
thousands of
I'm
black.
hip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
So
out here.
this year is the 100-year anniversary of 2021. So right now we just building it back up. Me personally, I own like 3 companies. I got my own tax consulting business, Next Level Tax Solutions. I got one in Arizona, Wichita, Oklahoma City. I also do all the major events. If you click on my Instagram, I'm talking about like I done did Future, Juice World, like niggas be talking about doing events. There's levels to it. But on top of that as well, I do a club out here called She Lounge and Lovemore Hookah as well. So me and my industry, I meet a lot of airheads. So when I came on here, almost every woman that I talk to, y'all got something to talk about. It ain't the same
Yeah,
old, BS. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all props because y'all know how to hold that conversation, and that's my love language is a woman who can go back and forth with me.
Hey, success.
Absolutely.
I hear you, but what Obasi said plays into that too as well. Like, is you out in public, being too vocal
Oh
could
no,
get
bro, I
you in
meet a lot of
situations and you
people
on
though.
here and you're in the privacy of your own home, you might be less vulnerable and less susceptible to go through bullshit.
I'm not, bro. I'm a very social person because what I do, like, I meet tons of people all the time. By me being, doing concerts and me doing taxes and me just like I'm a very social person. But it's just like I've never met these many women who can hold a conversation in one place. You know what I mean?
Boom,
Like I've never,
boom. Now that
no
we,
social media, none of that stuff. So
say
I think
that.
it's
So
because
now,
you have to talk.
oh,
I don't even
my
think
fault,
it's
bro.
just women. It's just people in general. Because
Clubhouse tea.
guys like to really get
Clubhouse
in
tea.
convo and like go in deep
Facts.
in convo. So it's not really just women. It's just
Real
people in
quick,
general.
what are y'all background settings? Like, have any of y'all been to school? Like, have any of
Yeah.
y'all like do
Yeah.
y'all have
Yeah.
jobs? Do y'all
Yes.
Yeah.
like the people y'all interact with on a daily, they are not people who like are intellectually up there with y'all or something? I'm confused as to
Martin,
what
Shit, you
that's
be
my
in
question
school and
too.
I'm confused. I'm confused as
Now
to
I
what
get
these
what
women
Success
are.
is saying though, because there are a lot of people that don't really know how to have a real ass conversation. If we're
Yeah.
being real.
Yeah, this
Not
app
a lot.
helps you have a conversation. So I'm saying they might be in depth, but not out in
Yeah.
public when they're in the street.
Word,
Yeah,
word.
People
This
like
sure.
get on
this
the
a
app
lot
and
of
they get more
celebrities be
confident.
weird too. A lot of
son,
Not
celebrities
this
be
app
really
always.
is
weird.
great. Like for
Shit, I'm anti in real life, but this app is actually teaching me to
Yeah.
be less anti in real life. This shit crazy.
word, yo, you really get to open up. You really get to engage. You really
There's not a lot of people who can like intellectually stimulate you, like just in the real world. But I feel like a lot of people on this app are just have creative minds, and I feel like most creative people can do that.
That's
Facts.
true.
Now, I have a
Facts.
question for
Now
y'all.
to support success though, I've never seen this volume of creative minds. Not just the women, but creative minds all over
Exactly.
the place.
Yeah,
Oh
Like
true.
it don't
yeah.
matter what field you in. Like
Word.
most of the
Well,
world,
I
like
don't know,
people
man.
as a whole are kind of like airheaded. You
I
gotta.
got I,
Yeah.
I got a question.
I
I
mean,
got a
I don't know
question
if
for
y'all seen
y'all.
that movie Tomorrowland.
Yeah. What's
That's
the
what this shit
question?
is on.
Oh, my fault.
What's the
Somebody's
question?
talking. My fault. I want to. I think it was a chemist.
No,
Chemist.
you
My
good. You
fault.
good. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So my question is now: do you guys think now that we talked about the clubhouse and all these guys being weird and etc. and da 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 da, like, do you feel like the OnlyFans and all these things that we just talked about? Do you think that it desensitizes us from having these conversations, from being comfortable, from opening up? Do you think that the things that we allow as our society norms and that have been deemed cool in pop culture, do you think that these things have desensitized us in our upbringing and being a community and being our togetherness?
somewhat.
I
Wait,
say
For
when you
Yeah,
sure.
say when
Could
somewhat.
you
hold
give
on. What can you just
could
add
you
to
give an
clar
example?
Yeah, I was about to say, can you just clarify your
yeah
question?
on like the sense side. Yeah, please. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So okay, so boom. So okay, I'll just do
Clubhouse
it one by
tea.
one. So I mentioned OnlyFans, right? Now, okay, now for me, I love a good grind hustle story. I ain't knocking nobody. I know people, what I'm saying? I hate to be the that cliche dude, but what I'm saying? I got friends, I know homegirls, men, and I know men too that do that as well. But my point being is, do you think like, allowing certain things at a certain level can desensitize us? Do you, okay, like women, for instance, do you think the how do I say this? The having OnlyFans being put into the spotlight, having these girls that do get benefits or like cash app money sent to them by these dudes. Do you think that desensitizes other men from doing the right thing, from having
Can
the
I
right
respond?
conversations?
Well, saying that
For
it's the
sure.
right thing, like
What
that's
is the
to each his own. You feel
right
me?
thing?
Because
Do
some
you
people got different principles. You know
do
what
you
I'm
mind if
saying?
I
Like
respond?
Ja, yeah, Ja, go ahead. But like that was just one example. There's a lot of things. I just feel like we desensitize, like killings but I could go on for
No,
days. But there's
I get where you're trying to go with it,
Yeah, we
man.
get more
I
I
get where you're
I,
shallow.
trying to
I
go with
kind of see what you're saying though.
Can I respond?
it. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, sure.
I feel like and just to respond to the OnlyFans thing specifically. So I don't have an OnlyFans or anything like that, but I'm a strong advocate for sex work. And I feel like if we if we look at sex work and then we ask a question about, are we desensitized to like a lot of these issues and recurring patterns that we're talking about. A woman's sex work doesn't really a woman engaging in sex work doesn't really speak for her value, I guess you can say, or her value add, because it's a lot of sex workers that have day jobs or they're in college or whatever the case is, and they are intellectuals too. So I
Clubhouse
feel like
tea.
Fact.
we have to definitely break the stigma of how we think about things like sex work or girls that simply just make money or monetize their beauty. You know what I'm saying? Because the same way, some women are creatives or have 9 to 5s or whatever, There are some women who have that, and they also have OnlyFans, or they only have an OnlyFans. So I feel like when we talk about desensitized, like, are we desensitized? We have to really think about the stigma that we have against certain things like that, such as sex work.
Oh, I like that one.
I feel
like
like specifics, but I think he was just trying to give a quick example off the top to give you more
But
clarity.
don't you think it's degrading?
Why do you think it's degrading?
No,
Actually, you know what's funny, Ja? Let me just say something real quick before y'all go back into
It's
that.
about to get spicy.
Peep this. Now, let me ask you, Ja, do you think that advocating for sex work or sex work in general is African or Black culture ideology, or do you think it's a Western, white?
I mean, to be very honest, I don't think sex work is a Western thing. Sex work is one of the oldest professions, and if we think about the original people, they were Black.
Yep.
Sex work been there since kings and all that other shit.
And let's really think about it. Like, let's really think about it. Can y'all really like?
But how? It's not really.
Can y'all give me a reason as for why y'all are against sex work that actually makes sense?
No, I don't think it's. Okay, let me.
Can I give you a reason?
I'm so sorry for cutting everybody off.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
This is why I tell you. You who want to say
mainly because sex work nowadays is different. It's not like how.
That's what I was trying to say. Like,
you know what I mean? It's mainly on like the Black people now, or like people who got girls who got curves. You know what I mean? And that's mainly us. Like, it's never like the white flat ladies. No,
that's not true.
Strippers like that.
No.
That is that's not true. There's
look.
Wait, it's too many people talking.
One mic, y'all. One mic.
Yeah, so look, there's like now we changed the game. You know, all this social media, all this like twerking, all these things is Black culture. You feel me? Like twerking, all that. You feel me? It's Black culture. So
twerking is not
now,
sex work.
It's not. Look,
I don't think
it's not sex work. I'm trying.
Hey, let him talk. One mic.
Look, let me finish what I'm saying. You know, look. So look, the idea changed from where it used to be just white people mainly, or like other cultures. You know, where sex work was like strippers were white people, but now it's like people are not attracted to that no more. You feel me? People are attracted to our women. You know, our Black ladies. You know, they're attracted to the Mexicans. They're attracted to other cultures other than white. You feel me? And mainly that's the people that are working in it now. You know, it changed, and that's degrading to us. You know what I mean? It's switched up the game. If we managed it or like had some type of control about it, you know what I mean? It made sense. You know. Because since we're the face of it, you know what I mean? Like, there's no white strippers like that no more. In Atlanta, 95% of them is Black, right?
But Atlanta's a Black city, baby. I'm saying
you
gotta really think about
it. People go there because of the Black strippers. They don't go there for white girls. They don't go there for no. Even white people go there for Black strippers. Exotic strippers.
Hey, let me
exotic about no white girl.
I'm gonna talk my shit real quick.
I'm not gonna lie. That's one city in the United States of America.
Wait, one mic.
Hold on, Swizzy. Hold on, let Swizzy go.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, I don't mind you showing off how beautiful you are. I don't mind you showing off your booty, stuff like that. Everybody has to get it however they can get it. And like you said, porn been around forever. If you see them old ass black and white porn, that shit been around forever. But I'm saying is my thing is the longevity of it, right? Like, how long can you actually do it? How long can you be a bartender? How long can you use your beauty to get what you want? Like, after a certain point, it's like, when are you gonna build your own empire off?
There's expiration date.
Right. It's about why you're doing it. It's not about what you're doing. It's about why you're doing
longevity.
it.
How long are you gonna do this when you're 50? Are you try to use your beauty when you're 50?
They got 50-year-old prostitutes. They got 50-year-old porn stars.
I have a question.
Yeah, Crystal.
Wait, educated women,
let's let the lady talk.
Hi.
No, I was just gonna say that.
Sorry, I didn't know someone was
No, you good.
Crystal, go ahead, Crystal.
Go ahead, baby.
No, I was just gonna say, like, when you say how long can you be a stripper or a bartender for, that's a lot of professions, like actors, entertainers. Like, how long can you do that for? So
wrong.
I don't think
not necessarily wrong, bro.
Hold on, we here for the ladies right now, so we just let the ladies talk because they're the ones that gotta deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Athletes also have on them.
Well, with all due respect,
they make millions though.
With all due respect, I'm talking about the sexual aspect of it. We're talking about like the sex part of it. We're talking about like beauty and stuff like that. We're not really talking about.
There is no longevity in it. You have to invest while you can.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You have to
I
really
know
spend that
some,
money.
going back to school, investing, saving money, to do what they want to do. But like, there's others that like
Do y'all
it's like
actually
there's no
know?
end goal.
May
Do
I?
y'all?
May I?
Yeah,
There's
Losha, go ahead.
landowners because there's
Hold on,
landowners because there's strippers now.
let some of these ladies talk.
Let
We'll
Lil
Can
come
Shot
I
back.
go.
say something?
Man, we'll come back to us. We'll come back to the men real quick. Let's let the ladies talk because you know what I'm saying. Like men, I know we very over opinionated. We very strong and passionate about our women, but let the women speak so we can hear and understand them real quick.
Yeah. Lil Shot,
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
just wanted to interject that I feel like a lot of, and this can be both men and women, but whenever people look at sex work, they think of it as, something that somebody could be doing for the rest of their life. Whenever in reality, a lot of these women have an exit plan. A lot of these women that go into it don't go into it thinking that this is what they're going to do for the rest of their life. I mean, even if some of them do go into it thinking that it's going to be something that they do for the rest of their life, some women enjoy it, some women don't. But really, at the end of the day, who are we to judge? Whenever it's their body, and it's their own goals that they're trying to meet, right? With OnlyFans, if OnlyFans wouldn't have been created, there would be a lot of women right now who probably would be doing other jobs. There would be a lot of women right now who probably wouldn't be able to pay rent. So I think that it just opens up a lot of opportunity. And if there are guys out there or women out there that are willing to pay for it, then I mean, who are we to judge? You know what I mean? Like, it's people living their own lives and doing their own thing.
Quick question to you, Lil Shot.
Wait, hold
Could
on.
I?
Hold on.
I want to ask
Hold
her
on,
a question.
because
Can I
Asia,
ask her a
Asia
question? Hold
wanted
on,
to
Jay.
speak too.
Hold on, John. I'm gonna ask her a question real quick. Hey, Lil Shot, do you feel like it's a lot of girls just getting on OnlyFans just to do it? Like I've seen a lot of women in my community that I never, again, I don't know them personally, but I've seen a lot of women turn into OnlyFans. And I've never seen. Like, I've been knowing these girls for years, and then OnlyFans pop up, and they just hop on there. You know why? Or you know exactly what's going on when it comes to that.
I want to answer that. I want to answer that. Successful.
No,
Come on, man.
but it's the power of choice.
Exactly. You know why they made their choice, bro. Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like, bro, at that point, like they did it because it was convenient, because it did bring in easy money. Come on, it's just common sense. Like,
well, no,
why
I'm getting somewhere though. I'm getting somewhere with that. That's why I answered that question. So
I would love if we
Some
could let
girl said she
Asia
made
talk
100,000.
because Asia has been trying to talk, and I would love if we just let her talk.
All right, so listen, this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna be moderating. Like I know I got the other moderators. I'm gonna have Ja, just holding it down to the woman. Successful, definitely been doing his thing. But I'm gonna just take it one by one. We're gonna allow people to talk. Just say, "Yo, my name is," and I want to speak. But I'm gonna be telling people that they can talk. Me and Ja. So who's the next person? Who'd you say, Ja?
Asia has been trying to speak. Asia, you here with us?
Thank you for letting me
Asia,
speak.
come
I
through.
just joined today. My homegirl Asha invited me, so I want to say hi to everyone before I get into what I'm about to get into. It's been a great conversation so far. I feel like OnlyFans didn't just start anything. Like the others have said, sex work have been around for many years, many years. Twerking, that's a form of dance. Many people in Africa, they call it twerk now. Who knows what it was called back in those days? You got to look at also who's paying for these OnlyFans. Like there's men complaining, oh, girls are on OnlyFans. They should really be respecting this. It's a quick dollar. No one bashes drug dealers when they're trying to make a quick dollar, just like people on OnlyFans. And I know plenty of men on
Shit,
OnlyFans
I
as
do. My mama
well as
crackhead.
women.
Hold on.
I know many men on OnlyFans as well as women, but they don't get the same, critique or bashment that women get, which is why I don't understand that. There are men on OnlyFans. Why we don't talk about them?
Can I say
So,
something real quick? Trust me,
hold on.
we talk about them too.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just say something because I feel like I just, this is what I do. I really talk because I really want to have a daughter. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I want to have children, but I really specifically want to have a daughter. I don't know why God put that in my heart.
Daughter.
You know what I'm saying? So I really, this is something I want to hear women speak about. And let me tell you something. Like, I don't like how people make something circumstantial or because, oh, it's been around this and making, I think that's an excuse, not saying that it isn't true, but let's just be real. Back then, it was still a problem. Today, it's still a problem. Let me
You
ask
got
you
murdered
this
for it.
now. But exactly, let's talk about it for real. Now let's just bring it to a point where a people have been stolen from a continent, a country. Also, they gave themselves up, but they got stolen, taken. traded over to another country where these people were savages. You know what I'm saying? Greece, people from Greece, people from Romania people, whatever the fuck they are, like you call them. Those people were savages and nasty people. I'm not trying to talk down on people's cultures, but that's just what it is. So let's just move forward. Now, boom. The fact that people are indulging in this does not make it healthy. It does not make it cool. It does not make it, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that I can say is beneficial is that you get to pay your bills. That is the only thing I will say. If you need the money, that's cool. But if you're doing it because it's easy and it's an easy way out, I feel like that is not cool. Now let me talk about
That's
since
the
I talk
devil's
about
work.
that. Now peep this. Now I'm gonna even go even further. I'm gonna go even further. You feel me? Now peep this. What about the okay, let's talk about it. Black people are now getting tied into pop culture. Black people are now tied into white people ideology and Western civilization, all that bullshit, right? Boom. With that being said, how much longer will we allow a plan that was put there to separate black people, to separate the black man from the black woman here? How much longer are you gonna sit there and dive deeper into a trap set for our people? Because at the end of the day, it's not white people out there on social media saying men are fucked up and fuck these bitches. It's us talking about each other like that. It's us killing each other. So let's not even talk about, it's money, this, that, and the third. We would have money if niggas would actually get together and think about generational wealth. We would have money if niggas got together and said, let's do something
but
better
not
for each
everyone
other.
thinks like that, because not
But that's what I'm
everyone
trying
knows what
to
they want to
say.
do.
Exactly, but how do we now go say stop the bullshit and stop
We
making
can't
excuses?
save
Hey, I have
them.
a
Yeah,
We
because
question.
it
cannot
ain't
do
just
that
about
because
I have a
everybody's
OnlyFans.
question
This is
out
for.
for
about
themselves.
desensitizing
Hey,
us.
I have a question for Bashe real quick. So, bro, everybody, all the females stop doing OnlyFans. All the strippers stop. All the sex workers stop. All of that stops, bro. What do you like? Not you specifically, but like, what's going on with the nightlife entertainment? So you just want it to end? Is that what you
Nah,
saying?
that's not on me. Stripping
So
is
then, what are we
not life.
talking about? How is
No,
it any
stripping.
If
different?
it don't apply, let it fly.
Look.
Can I know the
If
question? What is the
hold on,
Yeah,
question?
that's funny.
hold on. But let me just answer Duke before, you know what I'm saying? My fault. And I, you know what I'm saying? I definitely understand you, because honestly, being an artist, I've had to go with people. I don't even like the strip club. That's me being, that's just me being honest. I don't like those things, but it is life. People are men, women are women. We get horny. We like seeing it. It's already too far gone. The only reason you're able to say that is because we are too far gone. Let's say if it was in the beginning of all this shit. Come on, son. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the 80s, the 70s. Prostitution was not cool. Your moms and your aunties and your grandmothers was not cool with this shit. So let's not act like because now we cool and niggas is getting money, like this shit is cool. Now, nightlife will still go on. Fuck it. But what I told you in the beginning of what I said is let it not be let it be convenient. Let it actually be a circumstantial situation that you need to be in this spot. Because you need the money.
Facts.
Because
Niggas is
you need
choosing
to
this
feed
shit
your daughter,
first.
your son. You need to pay your bills. Come on, son. Let's choose being righteous over being like fucking negligent and fucking being lazy. Come on, let's be real now.
You got high school girls who think it's okay to start
I have
OnlyFans now. You got high school girls who think it's okay. You got
Yeah,
high
no
school
fact.
girls who
They
don't
didn't
want to
even
go
they
to
didn't explore
school.
their
They just
options.
want to be a stripper.
That's different though.
I have a
That's
question.
different. You don't like. First of all, we talking about
How is
OnlyFans
that
as though
different?
OnlyFans is the only like you can do other things on
I have a
OnlyFans, by the way.
question.
Okay, so why niggas not? Why the girls? My fault. I'm so sorry, but
What
this shit
lady
kind
saying
of.
she want to speak?
Damn, let
Yeah,
Asia
go
talk
ahead.
now.
My fault.
So,
I get
like
so
you
Asia,
passionate about
said,
this shit.
let it be for financial reasons. Like you really need the money, not because you want to do it. In most cases, it is because women, men, whoever need the money. No one wakes up and be like, "Hey, I think I'm going to be a prostitute because it looks
Thank
cool."
you.
You
That's
do
not
it
true.
because you
Yeah.
That's
need the
not
money.
true. That's
That's
not
not
But
true.
let's
true.
be
Or
That's not
that's
true.
not
realistic.
true.
That's
Truly,
what
or
that's
let's
Let's
be
what
be
other
correct.
former girls use to
My
get
fault.
money
One
to
mic.
get money again.
My fault. But
Yo,
that's not
I
true.
can't
One
hear
mic.
why tell
anyone.
here? I could talk. That's why I tell here. Yo, that's not true. I graduated high school like 2019 last year. Feel me? I know girls straight turned 18 talking about I want to become a stripper. A couple months later, they became a stripper just because it looked convenient. It looked like
Talk
easy
about it.
bread. They be like,
Talk
"Whoa,
about it.
you making money like that?" Oh, like, come on, let's be realistic. Let's not act like we don't know that's what happened and that's been happening.
Are we
Since
gonna
like
blame
we
society?
Can I interject real quick?
Society
Are
yo,
we
or
why
gonna
blame
blame
their
TL?
family?
This is
society?
your
Are
sir
we gonna
talking
blame
real quick. Hold
society or
on.
we gonna blame their family? Is society responsible for how they were up, like brought up, or their parents responsible for that?
Hey,
No,
no,
that
you're
is
responsible,
Can
low
I
key.
That's
You're
answer any of
another
the
thing.
responsible.
questions
But
Especially
first?
listen,
at home.
hold on. Wait a
but
minute.
listen,
Lil
Y'all are
Shot,
girls,
he
saying
wanted
girls
to
are so
y'all
talk.
are
worried about
saying
being objectified, right?
And Ray.
So listen, girls are so worried about being
YTL.
objectified and looking a certain way, but then look, they're the ones putting themselves out there. Like, how do you expect certain things, but don't? You feel me?
We don't even have to put ourselves out there. Young girls are sexualized from a very young age,
That's
very,
so
very
true.
young age.
Yep.
That's
So
true.
let's
That's
also
But
true.
what
keep
is that?
that in
That,
Yes,
that does
perspective.
not.
that's
That does
true.
not solve
Most
anything.
of those young girls are early developed. They look like they're 25 when they're really 13, which is
I
really
think the
sad
men
for
But
are
me to
Asia, what's your
biological.
That's
point
not
about
our
that? You
fault,
saying since they
though.
sexualized, they should progress in the OnlyFans culture?
That's
Bro,
not what
if
I'm
we weren't
saying
paying
at
for it,
all.
if we
I'm
weren't
asking.
paying for it, bro, if we were not paying for it, would they be doing it?
It's
No,
still
hell
Hell
no.
yeah,
men.
there's
Men
no
men
lesbians.
see it.
I
No,
mean, but
listen
that
to
kind
me
of
though.
serves
Listen
as
to
their
me real
point.
quick.
That is for the money.
Sex is
Listen to
gonna
me real quick.
always sell
Go ahead.
itself. Like it's just gonna always sell itself. It's
Facts.
gonna
But
always
men,
be
but men are the
Sex
ones
around.
that keep
sells,
them
bro.
And
businesses going
y'all
at the
are
end of the
asking
day.
why like younger girls that are getting out of high school are doing that. It's because of what's fresh. A bitch that's 30 years old, they don't want that no more. So
No, it's because
therefore,
OnlyFans is trending. That shit is
and
trending.
but when did
It's kind of
OnlyFans
both.
come out? When did OnlyFans
Fuck
come out? When
OnlyFans,
this
not even
COVID shit
OnlyFans.
Years
happened?
ago, about 2 years ago, 2, 3, when it started popping. It ain't been around that
But
long.
Hey, yo,
the
why? Let
first
me
point
ask.
of
It got
OnlyFans was
popping
It got
because of
popping
No, it
quarantine.
got popping like
Everybody
It
3
was
years
got
out of
ago.
work
popping
and
when
doing
Everybody
when
tapped
Asia,
in in
hold
this
on.
shit
quarantine, but it was
happened.
after
Hey,
like
one
2, 3
mic,
years.
one mic.
Hold on, one mic is Obasi, Asia, and Ray. I know y'all. Let the ladies speak, and then the fellas, YTL, and I know somebody else wanted to speak. Let's go.
Y'all
Asia,
can go
Ray.
ahead.
I listen to it before, before I have any
I thought
input. I
Obasi was
listen.
speaking.
No, I was just trying to calm everybody down so y'all could talk.
OnlyFans been out for a while now, but it just got popping in COVID. Everybody knows that. Like nobody was doing that until everybody lost their job. You feel me?
Y'all
Exactly.
gotta,
That's
y'all
That's
gotta
true.
not
remember
true.
that.
Right.
That's not
Y'all gotta
true. You
remember
just
that.
found out about it. That's not
I'm
true.
Y'all gotta
saying it
remember.
Because you
just
just
started
found
But it
out
getting
was
about
more
it.
popping though.
convenient because of big
Hold
people
on. I
was
got a
rich.
Oh,
question for everybody, both sides on the argument.
okay.
Can we say that OnlyFans is like the want to be on that is similar to the want to be a rapper?
I
Help
can't
me
No,
lie.
understand.
Yeah,
Help
that,
me,
that's
help,
what it's
understand what
looking
you're
like.
trying to say.
I
help me
disagree.
understand. Help me
Yeah.
understand.
Hell
I can
no.
understand
I'm
what
not
you're
saying
trying to
that
say.
to
No.
service
Saying
any
You
that.
gotta
side.
work
I'm just
harder.
a
I'll
general
be
question.
Hold
honest.
on, hold on, hold on.
Well,
That's what the point though.
Help
Look,
me
rapping.
understand.
Let me talk real quick. Yes, sir. Rapping like it's about talent. Like you gotta be good. You feel me? This is about
No,
what
you don't.
natural God given
No, I
body
didn't
you
ask what
got
it
and
was
like
about. I
your
was talking about
beauty,
the
your
desire,
music,
like
your
the
God given
popularity.
appearance.
Hey,
You
I
know?
want to grow up to
You
be
don't
You
gotta
feel
be
me?
talented to be a rapper. That's not really true no
You
more.
don't. I
I
mean,
just
you don't
movement
have to be
can.
here.
talented.
I
Hey,
Hey,
just
let's
I
not
don't
get
agree with that
sidetracked.
at
Let's
all.
not get
Nah,
sidetracked.
hold
Yeah,
on.
we about
As
to
a
expound into some other shit.
Yeah, as an artist, I just want to nip that in the bud. Let me just say it's not the same because they see how
No, it ain't. I'm an artist. It ain't the same.
gratification comes quick on OnlyFans. You got a nice booty, you got a good dick, no hoop,
Facts.
no homo. You getting bread, you getting a subscription. Niggas is not paying for no subscription to
No,
my
That's not
I
music and
wasn't
I'm
true.
rapping.
asking was
That's
it the
not
same. I was
true.
asking is the
That's not
desire to
true.
want to be it
Oh, there's
the
a
same.
desire.
No,
Marketing,
Like
OnlyFans still
somewhat.
takes
Cause
Nah,
it's
still
marketing.
no.
easy.
like
Both of
one
them.
day
Now
I'm
that
gonna
you
grow up to be a
Nah,
rapper. I can't wait to grow up to be a rapper.
This
Can
Money
you
Gang, can I
say
OnlyFans,
just say one thing when y'all
it's similar.
whenever the floor is clear? Can Money Gang say one thing whenever the floor is clear?
You go.
now
Yeah,
that you
see.
kind of answered the question, I get it. It's because people feel like, hey, I can do this. Oh, anyone can be on OnlyFans. All I got to do is post my titties. Anyone can rap. So I kind of see what you're trying to
That's
say.
exactly what
That
I'm
you can put a
approaching.
sick beat and some words to make it a song. That don't mean it's good,
The only
but it's
difference,
there.
Aisha, the
Marketing.
only difference is that these rappers, they don't see no money from their craft for years. These women
Facts.
see money
Right,
immediately.
right.
Immediately. So that's
You
the
don't buy
No,
difference.
a
no, let's not
I
say
have a
women.
question.
Let's say
man's
people.
shit
Let's say
until
people. Because we
Let's
don't
say
want to make it
people.
Men
sexy.
do that too,
You say,
bro. Men do that too.
Bro, it takes a
But
lot
you
of
gotta
marketing.
attract your music. You can't do that. You gotta attract your music. You feel me, to an audience, a
Same
certain
thing
facts.
with
audience.
OnlyFans.
This
Same
everybody can
thing.
be attracted to you, like as a.
Hey,
Yeah,
You
but
feel
everybody
me?
not making
hey,
$100,000
I
a
just
month
wanted
off
to
of
show y'all
OnlyFans.
something real
That's a
quick.
fact.
I
That's
want
a
to.
fact
Some people
about
making
OnlyFans.
$30 a month off this
Yeah,
shit. You know what
that's
I'm
a
saying?
fact.
Like
I don't know
everybody's
about all
not
this
My
shit because
question
that's a
is,
narrative.
Hold on. Somebody got a question. Somebody got a question. Somebody got a question. Is it Ray? Who got a question?
what?
yeah, I got a question. I think, well, it's not really a question, but why would I guess the younger generation, or I consider myself the younger generation too. Everyone likes quick money, and it's like, why would I go clock in a 9 to 5 and support somebody else who's willing to do this and make $50,000 in 2 or 3 months and support my own dreams? It's like everything is at your fingertips now. It's easy to make money. The younger generation are thinking, why the fuck would I go clock into a 9 to 5 and only get a $300 or $400 check when this is available?
So maybe I should just go sell drugs.
Ray, I respect that. Ray, I respect that a lot. But the problem is when these women become 30, they're gonna look back at what they did and understand what's on the internet is never disappeared. So you're gonna look back for 6 months to a year where you were struggling on all these images of you doing this and the third online. Now when you're trying to get a husband, it's gonna be a little bit harder. You're gonna change in life. So that's why we kind of like, yeah, you can go get quick money, but it's gonna have long-term effects.
I mean, some women are using discretion. Some women are only using their feet.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
honestly, I
Talking
don't
about, come on
agree
now,
with
we're not
that.
talking about, let's be adults. Let's be adults. We're not talking about feet and cooking. We know that's out there.
No,
We're talking about the
All right, copy.
I just don't agree with that because I feel like if you are in your hustling years or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and you're investing in yourself, whatever somebody else think honestly does not fucking matter unless they're benefiting and put money in your account.
That's
to
right.
invest in your
Agree.
So quick question, ladies.
So
men
fuck
always
integrity,
have
get
a
this money.
comment, but are
Quick
you
question for all the
investing in
ladies, real quick. Would you be okay with your daughter doing it?
That's always been my
What is
it?
Bro, let's get to that street before we try to cross it.
Hey, let them ask that.
You feel me?
Of
From the
course
jump,
not. No
that's
one
why
wants their
women-
child
No.
exploiting their bodies.
That is a no.
So why is that
Of course
okay for you? Why is that okay for you then? I'm
Because
gone.
you're an
No.
adult. So
What are
when
you?
your
It
child
has
becomes an
nothing
adult.
to
I'm an
do.
adult.
Sorry,
I'm
go
an adult.
ahead.
No,
I'm
I'm talking about your
24
adult
years
daughter.
old,
I'm talking about
and I
So
can
when
do
your
what
daughter
I
turns
want.
18,
You can't
it's whatever,
stop
right?
a child. I wouldn't want
no,
my
I'm talking about
child
your adult
to do
daughter.
that.
No, not your child daughter. Your daughter
Yo,
at 18.
don't act like y'all don't know what we talking about. That's weird.
Exactly.
Doing that, like
Exactly.
you know what we talking about. Let's be realistic.
No one's not
I
saying
think
that. I just
so. I got another question.
No, it's not okay.
Everybody, hold on. We're gonna go Asia. We're gonna go Ray. I think Miss Cassie wanted to say something, and I think Lorraine wanted to say something. In that order.
I would not want my daughter to do it. Of course not. No one wants their child. I don't think the people on OnlyFans parents know that their child, however old their child is doing it, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. No one wants to have that thought of their child doing it. Is it okay? No. But hey, who are you to stop somebody's hustle? Who are you really to stop somebody's
We're gonna have to
hustle?
stop a lot of hustles if we
And
if
there's
we talking about
This
hustles.
isn't
men
about
on
stopping the hustle.
OnlyFans. So I feel like if we're
It's
gonna
about right
talk
or wrong.
about OnlyFans, we should talk about the men and women OnlyFans and not just women because that's sexist.
I agree.
For a
We have
fact,
been
bro.
harping on the women.
Everybody.
We have been
I
harping on the women
agree.
accidentally.
Hold
I
on.
also feel like men is what men are cool, bro. At the end of the day, it's like men set the standard for what is attractive in the world.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
we're
I
definitely
totally
wrong.
agree
Oh, we're
with that.
definitely wrong for our part.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wait,
Y'all the
it's not their
consumers.
fault,
So
bro.
the
Yeah,
more
this wasn't a conversation towards women. It was a conversation towards people, and this is
Some
of all
comments
of
have
us.
been made that have been kind of insensitive. Though. I can say that though. You feel me?
Wait, hold on.
Like,
I want to hear what Ray has to say.
Yeah, Ray is next.
Hello, can I speak now?
Wait, it was Lorraine or Ray?
Oh, both of
Lorraine.
them.
You can go, Lorraine.
Yeah.
Just go.
Okay, I can go now, or was Ray first?
Yeah.
No, you can
You
go.
can go.
Okay. So to answer your question, my daughter, no, I would not allow her to do OnlyFans. The reason is because there is more out there, more opportunities that can be done in order for you to make an income, in order for you to be successful in life. It does not have to always be that way. And I can understand why you guys think that like OnlyFans and everything has been taken over the world because that is Western philosophy that is controlled by the media. Everything is controlled. That we do is controlled. So no, I would not allow my daughter to do OnlyFans because there's always, at the end of the day, is always another way to make money.
So
Hey,
so
I
what's
that. Hey,
I like your answer. So beforehand, before we brought daughters into it, I feel like your view was completely different. I feel like that's a selfish mindset. Once we brought daughters into this, it became a whole different thing. So like as you can see where we're coming from now, like you feel me?
Right.
Like it's a whole different thing. Like I wanted y'all to notice your whole conversation changes. You can't have that whole hypocritical viewpoint. Feel me? It's either like there's no gray area to that. You feel me?
Lorraine wasn't really talking through this whole shit though.
Yeah,
it was a little shot.
He's talking in general. YTL talking about in general. He's talking about.
Yeah, it was a little shot.
Well, let me speak. Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's Bree.
Because I've been trying to get up here and speak for the longest.
Hey, let
I got you, Bree.
I don't want her beating nobody up in this chat.
I'm not about to beat anybody up.
I'll play it.
My thing about it is OnlyFans, like a lot of things that's going on today, is just to bring people down. OnlyFans is just to make you look bad in the future because, like, my boyfriend, when we were together, we had a conversation about OnlyFans. And he was like, you said you was going to make you a page, huh? I said, yeah, I did say that, but I was joking because at the same time, it's disrespectful to me and it's disrespectful to anybody I talk to now.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I love that.
Because all I'm going to think about when I see you is your OnlyFans account. Hey, how are you doing today? Booty in my head.
In 5 years. Every last one of y'all going to be a
But hey, everybody.
I give kudos to everybody to get their money up, but at the same time, like they said, it's other ways to get your money up.
Right.
It's
But
several.
and that's what my point is.
Before I even do something like that, I'll go sell some drugs before I even, sell my body.
How is that any better?
I just said that.
It's funny you said that because they brought that up
But the
earlier.
thing
They
is,
brought
I
that
just
up.
don't get how people could do the greatest shit and want
Yeah, but
crack
it's like,
out of it.
but it's like y'all can't make it seem like it's cool to sell a nigga mom some crack or grandma
It's
some
not.
crack. That shit ain't
but
cool.
I wasn't talking about like
Selling drugs ain't cool neither.
But some people gonna fall into the temptations they want to fall in. You feel me?
Right.
Like
Yeah,
it's not
for
my
sure. It's
fault
all
you
about
would
a
accept
choice.
these drugs.
But hold up, my fault. It's Obasti. Can I really just say one big point? It's to go back and tie to something I said earlier. Do y'all see how we going crazy right now? Didn't I talk about agendas? Didn't I say how there was somebody plotting on our people and our communities to separate us? Don't you see what?
They're plotting on the black community. They've been plotting on the black community.
So hold on.
That's Willie Lynch shit.
The thing about it is,
One mic.
Let me finish. Hold on.
One mic.
And I just wanted you see how passionate we getting now, but I just want y'all to see because YTL brought up a great fucking point because the fucking first time the first moment we said anything about a daughter or a child, everything changed. But that goes back to how our mindsets are and how disconnected and desensitized we are to the truth and to the facts here now.
I was waiting to drop that bomb too because I knew that was gonna happen. It happens every time I have a convo like this. As soon as
and we all are hypocrites. We all are hypocrites. We tell our daughters it's okay for me.
You ain't gonna say I'm a hypocrite.
No,
I'm a hypocrite
I'm not
too.
saying you. I'm saying we all are.
Nah, Bree ain't no hypocrite.
I ain't no hypocrite.
No, my bad. I'm talking about anybody who agrees with this ideology. But what I'm saying is, my point is saying is that we're telling our kids don't do it while they see us on OnlyFans, and our kids don't listen to our words. They listen to what they see we do, what we doing. I can tell my kid not to sell crack, but he see daddy out there getting it. My son coming next.
I have a question for you though, bro. Because like, okay, so
Kids
all
always
drug
have a
dealers
mind of their own, regardless of what you tell them.
Of course, that's why they're going to watch to see what you doing. Kids gonna follow.
It is true.
no, it's not.
Kids are okay. The thing about it is,
nothing
social
like my
media
father and my mother.
To say has no bearing on us is crazy. Come on, ladies, let's be real,
some
man. I
parents
ain't saying
take
every
certain
last
paths
person.
so that their children never have to take that path. Some parents take certain paths so that their children never have to live a certain life and take a certain path. So it's not the same thing.
I agree. And I say, and I'm
daughter this, daughter that, son this, son that. If your son and your daughter feels like they got to do that, then you might have failed.
Exactly.
You might have not successfully done it when you was doing it.
Oh,
Martin, I'm gonna go ahead and follow you for that one because I agree. I speak from experience, and that's why I was saying that. No, and to answer your question earlier, no, I wouldn't want my daughter to have an OnlyFans if I had one. But I don't have an OnlyFans because I know what a lot of shit comes with all of that. And like he was saying, sometimes you do have to make short-term sacrifices, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want my child to do this just because I had to do it. No, to make a better way.
All right, so the answer here is that it's wrong, and that if you need to make money, go ahead because you gotta make money. But if
is it illegal?
Because
wait, pardon, Obasi, pardon. Feel me? So beforehand. It's not about wanting. What if she meets you? Like, you feel me? It's wrong. You was beforehand, y'all was okay, like there's nothing wrong. So the way you're saying it is like it's wrong, but you're doing it because you have to.
No,
Right.
no,
But
no, no,
beforehand,
no.
y'all was saying it's
You don't have to
okay.
do it.
No, as for Ray,
It's not wrong.
I don't think it's wrong at all. A woman should be able to freely do whatever she wants with her body. Whether she wants to sell the motherfucker, keep it
Hey,
up for
yo,
her
Obasi, you
husband or
need to
whatever.
reset this whole shit though, because this wasn't even the actual conversation. We're going back and forth about whether it's right or wrong, and the question was, does it desensitize us to do
Oh,
what's
see, yeah,
like?
that's what I was asking
No, 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 no,
earlier.
no, no, no. Look, the reason why I haven't said anything is because I want y'all to look at what it's doing. The social experiment is right here. I'm not. I'm just. I just want to hear y'all.
Bro, it's a debate. It's a debate. It's not. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a debate.
Look, like I get that too, my boy. But listen, at the same time, I'm looking where I'm trying to show everybody where people's mentals at. I don't
No,
give a
there
fuck
is
what
a
people do.
sexual divide in this party right
You
now.
feel me? I don't give a fuck about what niggas do. I don't give
Okay,
a
Ma,
fuck if
I
you
have a
pay.
question for
You
you,
know what I'm saying?
Obasi.
What's up?
Do you watch porn?
Not all the time. I gave it up for real, for real.
But you
You know
watch it though, right?
I watched it. I watch it no more. I
Yeah.
did
So
in real life.
imagine if that porn
But
wasn't
look,
there.
all right, listen. We're not gonna do that. Listen, of course I'm a man.
Yeah,
I'm
what?
just
See, now we
Hey,
not
listen,
wait. I was about to say
listen.
that was before our time.
exactly.
Yeah, but can I
Listen,
ask a question
all
real
I'm saying
quick?
is if I watch
Can I ask a question?
what's up?
So this is the thing. I'm not pro OnlyFans, and I actually have an episode where I talk about it. Um, and the reason why the ladies that are agreeing, will you identify yourself as a porn star? Because that's technically what it is, and that's a conversation that needs to be had.
Thank
Like I
you.
understand that it's sex work, and I understand that for certain means is necessary, but will you identify yourself as a porn star?
Right.
If I had an OnlyFans, which I don't, well, that's what porn stars do, right? Have
That's
sex
porn
for
star
money for
activity.
That's
But
tricking, baby.
yeah, well,
No,
sex
no, no.
work, whatever you want to call it.
Friday.
anyway, listen. All I'm saying is I just want the people to see how much it causes a divide. I don't care if you pay for your OnlyFans. I don't care if you throw hundreds of dollars at the strip club, my guy. I do not care. What I care about is the soul and the energy that people carry with them. You know what I'm saying? If the energy you carry is off, I'm gonna announce it. So the energy that's on this conversation is why is why is it okay when it's circumstantial? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Another one is like, yo, my fault. I had it in my head. I apologize. But listen, we having a good time. I'm just trying to show y'all that there's a divide. That's all I care about. I'm not gonna talk too much, but there is a divide, and I feel like we should all think about what the parts
Yeah,
that we
because the
play
point of
in our
conversation
society.
wasn't even supposed to be about women versus men, and that's what we're doing right now.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. But that's what I wanted to show the people. Look how crazy it got so quick. I don't care. I'm here as one of the moderators and the person who started this. So I knew what I was getting into as soon as I made this chat. But I want y'all the people that are gonna be outside, the other people who can probably influence people to do better and say, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what it's about, like doing better, taking what we knew was wrong in the past and doing it the right way now. Because honestly, we're doing it better than our forebears because there's things that they weren't doing, like our parents and the baby boomers, they was doing stuff that we are, that we not fucking with, and we trying to we trying to heal from and do better from.
Honestly, I think we've come a long way. Like we have millionaires at 18, 19, 15. Our parents were not doing that. Our ancestors were not doing that.
Right, right. But
Yeah,
then
but
Because well,
if,
we
if I
can't
may,
blame them.
that,
They weren't in
But
the
most of the
situation.
people that's doing
I'm
it
not
is
blaming them. I'm
African
just
American.
saying, as a whole, don't put the newer generation down because the newer generation is coming along.
Well, we
it's
have
not
more
about
opportunities.
it's
We have
it's
more
not
No,
about
no,
opportunities.
necessarily
the new
putting them
generation is
down.
not coming along.
Yes,
It's
we
not
are.
Not
necessarily
because we
about
have
putting
advanced
them down. It's
technology.
what they're doing to get ahead. I agree with you that there are young people doing amazing things, but there are also a lot of young people that are selling their soul to do it.
I
And
Right.
understand.
and it's that dichotomy because we have a lot of people that are famous or celebrities with no talent. And back in the day, you used to have talent to get somewhere. Now people are becoming these sensations overnight, and they showing their ass, they shaking their this, they're doing that, men and women,
Mhm.
men and women. So let's be
Mm-hmm.
careful how I'm all for empowerment, education, and enlightenment when it comes to younger people getting it. But to get that bag, if you got to sell your soul, I'm not sure that's an advancement.
What
But
Right.
the
At what
same,
point?
Word.
So
but
Thank
can
my
you
you. At
I
what
define
guess
cost?
selling
At
your
what
soul?
my thing is who are supporting this though? Who are the consumers?
All of us are
Other
to
young
blame, and all
Men.
of us are the consumers.
Men are
All of us.
consumers.
No,
Can you
women are
Okay.
define
Yes.
consuming this
Yes.
selling
shit
your
Yes.
too.
soul?
Yes.
I
That's
know women
fine.
that pay for OnlyFans too.
I
Like,
Can
mean,
you
yeah,
Women,
define?
women,
women that
but
but
watch
most
I,
Sesame
I
the
get what
Street.
you're
majority of the
saying.
time,
There's
There's
it's
both
the
women
men
that
ways.
that
watch
are the
dick all day
consumers.
on Pornhub. Like, come on, like women and
Yeah,
men, we are both equal. Like, let's not.
I'm
It goes
not.
back to what I'm
I'm
saying.
not.
Hey,
girls be
check
Like,
watching
room.
more
Hey,
porn
check
than me. I
room.
was like, damn, you
like you asked me
nasty.
the same question. Like, what I'm trying to say is, look how crazy. Look how as soon as you say something, the divide comes right there, and it's like no one takes accountability, and it's like we all trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Hey,
Like, come
check room.
on.
Can you define
Word in the
selling your
beginning of
soul?
this was not supposed to be about men and women.
Hey,
I
could you
like the
define
That's
detail,
what
selling
I
your
was
soul?
saying.
Because
The
y'all.
we keep
questions
talking about
came
selling
about
the soul.
women. Would you want your daughters to do that? If we're gonna have a general conversation, let's include everyone in general and not just women, the
I agree.
daughters, everyone, men.
I
Yeah, I agree.
agree.
That is
Yeah.
true.
You want your son on OnlyFans? Like,
Wait,
yeah.
what was
I
the
mean,
question?
only reason why
What was
I
the
think
Like,
that
question that you were trying
Because
to
they
ask
said the
me?
daughter.
Bro, you mentioned something about selling your soul. Like you said, these people are selling their soul. So I just wanted you just to clarify what you meant by that.
Okay, so we know in this digital space that it's really hard for something not to live forever. You got teenagers that were saying, cursing, N-word, racist, this, and now they losing their positions on sporting teams for something they tweeted out when they were 14. You got
Facts.
women, young ladies who are showing themselves dancing or doing something, and now it's coming back to bite them when they're trying to apply for that master's or get a teaching degree or do anything. Like, this stuff lives forever on these social media sites, and I always preach this: don't confuse 10,000 likes for $10,000. Like, just because you do something online and you think that it gets a lot of
It's
popularity, it could come back to be
I
notoriety
agree.
and get you,
So basically,
regardless
what
of
you're
your gender.
saying, so,
that's
so
only in
It's a
basically, what
way.
you're
corporate
saying,
America.
so
No
basically,
cap.
what you're saying is they're jeopardizing their future by doing something in their present. That's what your definition of
Absolutely.
selling
You're
your
you're
soul
you're
is.
you're, you're
Exactly.
substituting momentary gratification
Yeah.
for future benefits and longevity and
Woo.
wealth. Like, we talking about people trying to get rich, and then we talking about people who are trying to stay wealthy. The difference between the rich and the wealthy, like Chris Rock said, you could be rich and lose that in a summer and a drug habit. Wealthy, you ain't gonna let that, never goes away.
That is true.
That's a
yo, I
fact.
just followed you, bro. I
So
followed you.
true.
You
Please get into
spitting,
me
man.
on
You
Instagram.
spitting.
I
I ain't gonna
followed
lie.
him the moment he started
Yo,
talking.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
I got you. Follow me, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Spitting, boy.
Follow
Me
me on
too.
Instagram, bro. My
Yeah,
name
I
is
followed you.
Obasi.
Follow me back.
My name is Obasi. I started this, this chat room, and I hope you come back for another chat, on another day. But please follow me on Instagram, and on here I followed you, so just follow me back.
Yeah, I just
You know
follow
what
you
I'm
on
saying?
that show now.
For sure,
Appreciate
for
you,
sure, for
brother.
sure. If anybody ever follows me, anything like that, just drop me a DM. Just because, like, if 5 people say, "Hey, follow me too," sometimes you might miss it, and I'm not going to excuse that. Anybody that follows me, I follow them back, and I like to, I'll drop a message. We can build and try to figure out ways that, if there's something I'm doing, it can benefit you. If there's something you're doing, we can benefit, glamorize and just magnify into something bigger. I saw the conversation, and I got pinged in by Nino, who was just great people to know. And I heard the back and forth. And with the OnlyFans, one of the things that scares me with the OnlyFans is a lot of people in the younger generation feel that that is the way to get popular, or this is a way or the right way to get a little bit of buzz. And it's just what the expense is. As they say, not all money is good money. And sometimes the price is worth more than the cost. So I just want people to understand that you get on these OnlyFans things, and you're like, yo, I'm getting paid just to take my clothes off. That thing lives
Yeah.
forever.
And
I
then
think somebody
Yeah, no
they gonna
earlier
cap.
sell
said
your
that these
pictures
women
forever.
normally have out plans. They have a plan. They have exit plans most of the time. So like, I feel like when you just said something about like it jeopardizing their future, I feel like the future that you see for them, they don't see for themselves. So I don't feel like it may be
That's a great
jeopardizing
point.
anything.
Nah,
I
I kind of get what you're saying, but in the fact, like, doing certain shit, like the easy way out, could close most doors for you in the future. Like,
Word, but
options, it
who are
limits
you
your
to
options.
say?
Like,
Can I follow?
that goes for
Oh,
boys
go
too.
ahead.
Like, feel me? I done took certain routes, like me, like, hustling and shit like that. Feel me?
I ever get caught shit, that could close many doors
That's
and limit me
illegal
for a
though.
while.
That's illegal. That's illegal.
No, 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 no,
I
no.
want to
Doing shit not illegal.
Hold up, yo, Nino has something to say.
All right, I want to follow up with what Shagun said because he also said a really good point about instant gratification and making easy money and trying to be like, okay, I want to get a quick buck. But let me tell y'all something. Anything that is worth it in life, it takes time. Everything that takes time is what will last. And on top of that, like, okay, you might be making easy money, but this is the thing. There are only a certain percentage of women or men on OnlyFans who are really making big money. Then there are other people who are going on OnlyFans just to make chump change. And I'm gonna keep it a buck because I follow certain women who I know because I see that they're not really even they don't have enough subscribers. But you're out here fully exposed only for a few dollars, thinking that you're gonna do what Black China does. But Black China is Black China. And sometimes we have to also be very realistic. And not saying that you can't get to that point, but is it worth it? That's what it really comes down to. And on top of that, I have a belief that we also have to lead by example because like you guys were talking about earlier, we do have younger people, especially younger Black and Hispanic children who look up to us. They look up to us and they do follow everything that they see and they are on social media. And when we're normalizing OnlyFans in our society, that's doing something that's actually traumatic long term. It's going to result into something that's very dangerous. And that's a discussion that people are not ready to have, but it has to be said because then our kids are going to be having sex at 11, 12 years old. They're already having sex at 14, 15, and 16 in high school, but we shouldn't be normalizing it and they already have access to the internet and Instagram the same way we do. You know what I'm saying? Because they out here saying that they're 18 years old on social media and they're the ones that come out in your insights that they're 18 but they're really like 14 and they're seeing your OnlyFans and they're
I feel like these children are also saying doctors, they're saying firefighters, they're saying
exactly.
astronauts, they're saying all type. Like I don't like how we're just trying to make it seem like OnlyFans is the only. I mean, I know this is the topic we're talking about.
This ain't the topic. We got
Wait,
stuck
stop
on this.
yelling, y'all.
But at the same time, there are multiple careers that are being pushed into these children's faces. So we can't blame social media or we can't blame popular females who are doing OnlyFans for anything that these kids decide to do. Because why didn't the
it
kid
starts
decide
at home?
It starts at home.
Why
That's
didn't the
right.
kid?
It starts at home.
Y'all mind if I could respond? Nino, you bring up, some very intricate points, but respectfully, I feel like that's just your worldview. Simply because there's a lot of like there's a lot that falls on parenting as well and what you expose your kids to. Like at the end of the day, nobody's signing up for OnlyFans and they're like, damn, I got little kids looking up to me. Like nobody's doing
It's
that,
not
to be
just
honest.
OnlyFans.
Okay, well, I feel like if we put in too much onus on these people who just living their lives in terms of influence, and I don't feel like that's right. People sign up for OnlyFans or for sex or whatever they want to do with themselves in mind and not really with little kids in mind. You feel me? And also, like as a parent, you have full onus over what your kid is exposed to. Like I can only speak for myself, but my parents did a really good job making sure I wasn't exposed to certain things.
You can't blame parents for that. I swear to God, like I used to think like that, but like
I understand why, TL. You really can't blame parenting, but it's the way like what you expose your child to and what you don't expose your child to. You want to expose them to the right things and the bad things and tell them, okay, this is bad, but this is bad, and I don't want you to do it because the side effects it's gonna bring into your life. Basically, like, okay, my child, he's 4, and he keeps asking me for TikTok. I'm like, no. He was like, well, Sky got it, which is my niece, and I'm like, okay, that's what her mama allows her to do. But at the same time, when she's around me, I don't want you on TikTok.
Bree, I like that you said that. And that's parenting.
TikTok was supposed to be for kids. They got grown ass adults on TikTok, like doing look nasty shit and everything. So I'm like, everything comes down to a sexual manner on any type of social media.
That's good parenting. But then again,
But
your son mess around and your son talk around and just go and do what he want. Like, like you could listen as a kid, but kids are bad sometimes. For me, he gonna sneak and try and get on TikTok. You get what I'm saying? Like in the future, like you could have good parenting and good structure, but people at the end of the day gonna do what they want. You get what I'm saying?
That don't mean you don't stop. That don't
exactly
mean
what
you
I
don't stop
said.
talking
Like
about it.
you could have great and values
That don't mean you
instilled
don't
into
stop.
you.
It's
Like
what
Can
you
I
instill
respond
in
to
your
Ja
child.
real quick? I want to respond to Ja's point. So I also work in the education field, right? And there are a lot of parents who feel like, hey, I'm a good parent, I do these restrictions for discipline purposes. But you know what really happens when children are alone, when they are in school, when they are together, they are socializing and they are sharing stuff. They're scrolling through social media together. So what they might not be doing in front of their trust me, trust and believe, because we did it too. We do things behind our parents' back. We are kids these days. By the time they're like 2, 3 years old, they already have a tablet. So imagine by the time they're 10, they already have an iPhone, and they can download whatever apps they want. They are exposed to so much stuff that we weren't necessarily exposed to, depending on your age group. Because I grew up in the social media era. I grew up with MySpace. I grew up with Bibble. There was all these different websites, and I was exposed to a whole bunch of stuff that even though my parents didn't want me to see it, I was still seeing it. So although we want to say, oh, okay, I want to be a good parent and restrict them, realistically, we have to talk on a realistic note. How these children work. Children are more manipulative than you may think. They control a lot of
Thank
stuff
you.
in their lives too,
I think
even
people
when you
forgot
don't
how
think
it
it's
was to be
happening.
kids.
Nah, I understand where you
Y'all
coming
forgot what
from,
it was to be
And
kids.
I understand where you coming from, and I completely understand. But I just feel like for us to put ownership on these, essentially strangers that is doing things like if they into sex work and that's how they depend on their income or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think they have in mind strangers who are basically little kids that might be seeing this stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like I totally understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, I don't really agree with putting the onus on people who essentially are going to do what they want to do. Because I said it earlier, but sex work is the oldest profession.
But like
I
the
think
people
that's
that
just the
follow
way.
sex work, can, like who's on?
That was me, Obasa. I just feel like it's about mindful thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's all it
Mm-hmm.
comes down to. Because, like you said, yeah, you're right. Nobody's waking up thinking like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then it's gonna affect these people. Yeah, because they're doing what they have to do. Like I said, you're doing it and you need the bread. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it, your financial circumstances are where you need to go out and find these ways to get money because no other jobs are hitting you up. Been done by all means, but Ja, I want you to know, and every other young lady or man, there are men and women on this, not OnlyFans or in life, doing things for for convenience and just because it's easy. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the right way to do because, like we said, these things that we do can come back and affect us later on. So yeah, they might not look like bad now, but like, come on, like let's
But
just
that's what
Yo,
I'm saying, babe. Like, you feel me? Right and wrong is kind of subjective. It's all based on our own morality. So I understand completely what you're saying, but it's like, who's to say that these people out here engaging in those type of activities is not already thinking about that? Like, some people take risks and they be like, fuck it. In whatever profession, this goes beyond sex work. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of hustlers in general that's like, damn, like I see the consequences of this. It's not longevity, but I'ma still do it. So I don't see why we distinguishing that. Like who's to say these people haven't already thought about the consequences or longevity of it?
I want to think about who made this our norm and who made this black people's norm because I don't see a lot of white people here, and I feel like white people do white people shit because this is their country. But at the end of the day, we are in a foreign land. So when I say what I say, it's because I know that our people are the ones suffering. We are suffering, and it's not just like because it is not. I don't think it's cool or fun. Like you know, what I mean, yeah, I've watched porn. Yeah, I like women. Yeah, I like these things. Yeah, I like drugs. Yeah, I like all these things. But at the end of the day, I knew that I couldn't keep doing. I had to do things in moderation. I knew that I couldn't keep eating meat. You know, the way there's things that in life that I knew just were not
Talk about it.
beneficial.
When you
So let's just go back. So let's go back to a black community in which that we've been put in a place like ghettos and slums or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? We be put in these environments to not thrive or succeed. So of course we've been
True.
it's generational. Our cycle is generational in a sense that we have to grind, we have to hustle because it's already encoded in our DNA. But at what point do we start having conversations like this and we have young ladies like yourself coming in and speaking your truth, but also having a place to feel safe and try and figure out how do we move forward because it's not helping us. I'm letting you know that. Regardless if you need money or not, it's not helping us.
I agree with you 100%. But then again, this small group of people on here is all we need, but we need more. And you can't take everyone with
Right.
you. We all right now are on a level where, okay, we understand what's going on. We understand the topic at hand. Not everyone understands what's going on. Not everyone understands
Not
the topic
everyone
at hand.
cares.
So, and yeah, not, a lot of people don't care. A lot of people don't care. So are we the ones that care that we going to do something about it? Because if we really look back, the system has never been made to uplift Black people. The system has been made
The
to keep
system
us
will
down
always
since
be
the
made to
dawn
keep.
of time.
Word.
I
Nah,
just
but you know,
want to say that,
So
like,
we, as 90, we have to do something. And even if we have to leave the others behind, so be it. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make that horse drink.
okay. You know what I've been thinking lately? Like at the end of this
You don't
convo,
leave them behind when they
I
want
come
to
to
go
the
to the club.
conclusion. I come to the conclusion that, like, you feel me? I feel like we could keep the OnlyFans, like go through this time. Feel me? Like people get it how they get it, and build generational wealth for themselves to influence the next generation to do better. Because right now, we're only starting to progress or make money. Like our parents, our grandparents weren't
The
really getting in the best position to get money. You get what I'm saying?